Hi there. Thanks for joining us on Let's Talk Taste with Sherry, where we're saving the earth one flavor at a time by gathering community to share wisdom around the natural connections between our innate sense of taste and flavors that are grown in healthy regenerative soils. Welcome. Hey there, Sherry Hess with the Flavor Remedy. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Let's Talk Taste with Sherry, saving the earth one flavor at a time. All right, so today I want to talk about fruit and vegetable perfection. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who was joking about the quality / horrible, ugly fruit syndrome that he discovers when he goes to certain restaurants or certain grocery stores. And I had to just push back on him a little bit. So we live in this world where we need everything to be perfect in the world of food, right? We need perfectly shiny apples, perfectly shiny tomatoes. We want it to not be bruised or battered or beat up. And I get it, right? Like there's a sense of beauty that we lean into. But let's talk about this for a minute, because if you've watched my episodes, you know, I oftentimes talk about the tomato syndrome, right? Like we have these tomatoes that if you grow them in your backyard and you have ever tasted even a farmer's market tomato, right? You're like, oh my God, this is what a tomato should taste like. If you think about how fragile that tomato is, you recognize that when you grow real food with real nutrient density, it's a little fragile. And that grocery store tomato that's perfectly shiny and not bruised and not battered, or the apple that you get at Panera that has a little bit of a bruise in it, like why do we love one more than the other? Is that little bit of a bruise really going to make a difference if it actually equals a higher quality, more nutrient dense piece of produce, right? We have to think about shifting our priorities a little bit. Yes, we love a beautiful tomato, a beautiful, ripe, red, juicy tomato. But if we keep asking for perfect produce and asking for the tomato to not be bruised and asking for the apple at Trader Joe's to not have any worms in it, okay, maybe that's enough to ask, but we're missing out, or we're creating more of a demand for the things that are taking away from the nutritious value of our food. So this cry for perfection in fruit and produce is really asking for less nutritious food. And that sounds crazy, right? Because again, we're not thinking of the difference between the tomatoes from a nutritious standpoint, because we're still being told that a tomato is a tomato is a tomato. An apple is an apple is an apple, right? So until we get to this place where we can recognize that the nutrient density in these two different things is a real thing, and that we as humans, without having a little device to actually detect what the nutrition levels are of those two things, but hey, guess what? You do, because your sense of taste and the flavor in those two things is a complete measurement of nutrient density in those things, then we're not seeing the whole picture here, and we're creating a demand for the wrong thing. So my friend who's like busting on Trader Joe's and Panera for having a bruised apple, I'm like, dude, chill the out, because what if that apple is more delicious? Like, what does that Panera apple taste like, right? What are those? And I like Trader Joe's, and I believe in a lot of what Trader Joe's does with their food. What if they're actually supporting a local farm that doesn't have the capacity to grow the perfectly shaped apple, or doesn't want to spray the herbicides on it that kills something that, also maybe will allow a little bit of a bug to bite into it, because hey, bugs like food too. Right? Like we have to look at where we're putting our priorities. And I love that there are companies that are now showing up to deliver things to your door, organic produce. The one I know of is Misfit Markets. I have no affiliation with Misfit Markets. This is just one that I know of. It's organic produce, and it's maybe not the perfect size for the grocery store to accept, or maybe it's got a little bit of a bent leaf or something on it, right? But it's organic produce and it's delicious, and probably more nutritious, right? So let go of your damn perfectionism of wanting that perfect tomato and start demanding flavor, because that's where we can make a difference by demanding flavor. Even if it's just skipping the grocery store altogether and going to the farmer's market, by demanding that flavor instead of the perfect apple, we're going to create that demand for the farmers to grow more flavorful, more delicious, less perfect, maybe, produce, and you're going to be healthier. It's all good.